Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of the Gameacologists. I'm John. I'm here with Kyle and the Mississippi mansucker Matt. Fun fact,
Mississippi man
fun
sucker.
fact about Matt that a lot of people don't know: his father is a very powerful mafioso, and his mother is the severed horse head he found in his bed. I heard Shane Gillis say that. I thought it was really funny. But
Maybe you should leave that to Shane Gillis.
hey, shut up! It was funny. My wife thought it was
Yeah, when
funny.
he said it.
My wife thought it was really funny and said I should say it, and she'd be proud of me.
I guess as long as you have your wife's approval.
That's all that matters.
I got a quick little fun fact for you.
What's that?
So you guys know the movie Scream?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the school they're all at, like Santa Rosa, the school district pulled their rights to film there, and they didn't want them to because of one of the scenes. And then
Hmm.
one of the like members of the school district got like arrested for beating his wife.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That's
What the fuck?
So in the
that's
movie, like
nuts.
not in the movie, but
Video
like the
games.
the director and stuff, they were like, "Yeah, we think it's kind of like ironic that you pulled the funding for this scene when they're just saying stuff and you got arrested for beating your wife."
Well, hold on, hold on. Did he beat his wife at the school?
I don't know.
Because that's different. Because he didn't do it at the school.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I
His
don't know what
argument
happened.
was like there's
What
certain
I told
behavior
you is
that's
what
not
I know.
appropriate for school. Either way, before we get into today's topic, so Resident Evil 2 and 3 for the PS1 versions are now released on the PlayStation Network, the PS Plus, and
Hell yeah, brother.
it's kind of stoked an old argument that I used to have with people where I question whether or not Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on the PS1 is canon because there are some things in it that don't add up.
Explain them to me.
The big one really is and I googled this. Let me bring up what my Google search result said. It says that Resident Evil 3 starts one day before Resident Evil 2. And
Yep.
in Resident Evil 3, when you get to the police station, everything's boarded up and it's just a mess and doors are sealed shut and there's boards with nails in them all over the place and it's like a big survivor's construction zone. But then when you get there the next day with Leon, everything's cleaned up and a lot of the boards are taken down.
Huh.
So it's like somebody went in there and fixed the place up in the middle of the apocalypse,
Yeah.
Hmm.
which I always thought that was odd.
It was the zombies. They're like, oh, let's make this place look safe.
I considered that maybe like just by being there, like they somehow increase property value.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you want to live in a zombie-filled police station
Yeah,
that
that's
used to be a
true.
museum that I learned today?
Yeah, but then so I went on YouTube and looked up is Resident Evil 3 canon? I didn't Google it. I went to YouTube. So I just wanted to listen to stuff.
Hmm.
And most of what I found as an answer whereas people discussing the timeline of Resident Evil, it doesn't make sense for most of the games. There's several endings for just about it. Well, not the fourth one or the fifth one, but one, two, and three have multiple endings. Number one has like I think seven different endings. Each character has a side character that you could rescue, and plus you can rescue the other playable character, or you could not rescue one or both of them, which leads to a shitload of different endings. Ones where like the mansion doesn't blow up or the tyrant doesn't die. There's a million different ways that the games can end. So what is canon? And two
Yeah.
It's a
is
good
two is kind
question.
of the same way. There's four campaigns in two, and in three you have a bunch of different choices. So I think they just didn't really. I don't know if they gave a shit about the
Probably
timeline
not.
and consistency. It's gonna be whatever they say in the next one. That's what's canon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Except for six, that game can fuck itself.
I bet it's the most canon.
I know, right? I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Oh, six is the anchor that holds it all the timeline together.
what I think is that one and two obviously are canonical and canon, and three was
Are
supposed to
they?
be, yeah, but three was supposed to be like a side game, but Sony demanded another number installation. So what I think Capcom did was like, yeah, all right, you know what, fuck it, it's canon, and like in the game being mostly complete and stuff. So like in order to make it make sense, I think that despite what they say, 2 and 3 kind of happen on the same night, but just at different times. I don't think that you go to the police station with Jill before Leon. I think she goes in after he did. And I don't care what the internet says because the internet is wrong sometimes.
It's
And I'd
not
No,
rather
though.
it's not.
have.
It's physically impossible for the internet to be wrong
It
sometimes.
says that Google's AI said, which that's a segue to today's episode, but Google's AI says that RE3 begins on September 28th, while RE2 begins on September 29th.
Well, isn't it really only like half a day because like part two of one of them takes place during the other?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you get like
and they
halfway
both
through three,
happen, and they both are happening at like really late at night.
yeah.
Or they've destroyed the sun.
The sun was infected.
Because it's kind of got like advanced darkness going on. You know what I mean?
It could be
Yeah.
another 30 days of night situation.
Got that premium darkness.
Oh fuck, dude. 30 days at night, no thanks.
It's considered canon. How it makes sense, I believe that's up to people of how they want it to make it make sense.
Mhm.
It's a huge mess. It's a huge jumbled mess. But
I'm playing through it again. I just got the part where you get the tram working and then Nemesis comes and you blow up part of the tram and then it crashes and then you I got to the clock tower area. I don't know, I beat that game once and kind of a long time ago, and there are certain things like I beat the remake, and there are things in the remake that hint at they used parasite research to make Nemesis, and that makes it canon like with 4. And it
mm-hmm.
kind of introduces the next step in what the BOWs are going to be made out of, which they go parasite instead of virus. I don't know if
What's
they
do you know
do
what the
that.
reasoning behind that is?
Well, that's I don't remember off the top of my head. One guy thought it was better.
Okay.
Just different opinions. I don't know if that's in the original or just in the remake. It was cool. There's a lot of negative things I could say about the remake, but that I thought that was cool that they tied it in with 4 before 4 even came out, or at least the
Yeah.
remake. But I don't know if they have the parasite stuff in the original. I'll just have to play through it and keep reading the notes.
In the original, what?
Nemesis.
Three?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you fought Nemesis?
Bunch of times.
Did you get the special stuff from him?
I got one set of gun parts. I'm playing it on hard mode. He does not like to stop living.
No, he does not.
Nah.
I started a little bit of three after like playing a little bit of two, and I got to like the first fight, and I went to fight him. I was like, okay, I'll hit him with the shotgun a few times, and he just did not stagger. He did not go down at all.
No, he
And
doesn't.
that's fine. So I rewound and just went into the mansion or the police station, I mean, and that was just the goofiest looking shit in the world.
Yeah, the
Because
new
she'll take like
ports
two giant steps and then duck, and he misses, and then she just like turns slightly and walks into the police station.
the new ports have a save state and rewind feature. So when you die, you can just rewind and try it again.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of cheesy,
Yep.
but it makes me feel dirty.
I mean, you should just, take a shower.
I do.
I don't know about that one.
It's part of my before work routine.
Uh,
Speaking of feeling dirty, today's episode is about making episodes using artificial intelligence, which is what we accidentally did last time, but we're doing on purpose this time. That's the truth. So what I did is I started a YouTube channel. Go like, subscribe, all that stuff. But
ring the bell.
ring the bell. Yes, ring the bell. If you if you go to like the creator side, I've put a bunch of podcast episodes in there and some random shorts that we've done, and AI will generate new episode ideas based on like the shit that you've put in there. And what I did is I didn't want to use that like to kind of rely on that as a crutch. I think it would be kind of lame. But so instead of making a bunch of episodes out of AI, I took a bunch of the different AI episodes and we compiled them here and made a list for this episode. And we're gonna go through these different topics and see what we would say about each of them and how we would handle it. And maybe, assuming nobody pays attention, if we think something's really, really good, we'll use it down the line. They're not gonna fucking remember, dude.
We could just skip it. If we think it's that good, we could just skip it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Or we could just like
They're not gonna
be
know.
honest. Just be
No, they're not gonna know. They're
honest.
not gonna know.
I mean,
You're not wrong. I
but
mean,
like I was gonna say like John was telling me that like the more like when YouTube would generate the episode ideas for him, when he was looking at it, he said that it started off really good, but the more he refreshed it, it got worse.
Some of
He
them
might,
didn't make sense, like best snacks to eat while gaming. The best thing to eat while gaming is nothing. You'll destroy your controllers.
yes, absolutely that.
Nothing.
well, well,
I know from personal
yes.
experience. I'm
Yes.
just saying.
Well, unless it's the one of those peanut butter pretzel things that you get from
Nope.
Costco.
Don't justify your bad behavior.
I mean, anything that's not greasy or covered in like a dust of some kind is
No,
probably fine,
nothing.
but correct, it should be nothing.
I still do it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm guilty as hell. So, the very first one actually ties into something I just saw right before we started recording this, and the first topic is the art of game preservation. And the thing I saw, so the new Metal Gear Solid 3 remake comes out in, I don't know, a couple days past this recording, sometime very, very soon. And the before you buy video is already out. And I watched it, and it looks really cool. But it looks like they upgraded some of the controls. They made it like third person shooting. They gave him the crouch walk. His roll is still there. His movement is a bit more fluid. Obviously, all the graphics are better and the interfaces are a bit easier to use. But story wise, he said that like nothing's censored and it's beat by beat. It's the exact same game,
Hmm.
just with a lot of quality of life improvements. But it's the same Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And I'm of the opinion that there are certain games that if you buy a video game console, a standard feature is like it should be able to play Doom or Metal Gear Solid. And
Yeah.
there are certain games that I feel at least should be preserved in that way. I mean, I know there's a lot when it comes to game preservation, but that is one thing that I've always like. You got a PS4 and you couldn't play fucking Metal Gear Solid. I think before the Legacy Collection came out or the Master Collection, whatever it was, the only thing you could play on PS4 was 5, wasn't it? Like you couldn't
I
play
Yep,
think
Metal Gear
so.
Solid at
yep.
all.
That and I
Fucking
believe Metal
bullshit.
Gear and like I don't we
There
don't
was
talk
another
about
one.
yeah Metal Gear Survive, but we don't
Yeah.
count that.
Yeah.
Uh,
What well, what other games do you guys think because I know if I spent some time working on it, I can think of more games that I feel like should be preserved. Like what should every console henceforth be able to play?
You know what I'm gonna say.
BioShock?
Twisted Metal,
Yep. That. Both of those.
Twisted
both
Metal
of
would be cool.
those.
Twisted Metal needs a new entry with like a new yeah.
Yeah. Every console that I have had since the PS4, because I got a PS3 like at the end of its life cycle, pretty much. But every time, every console I have, I install Twisted Metal Black. I don't care. Like I'll rebeat it again with everybody to, just to do it.
I'll rebeat it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll rebeat it. And I've
Hell
beaten
yeah.
it 1,000 times.
I was going to say two games that come straight to my mind are the
Dark
Chronicles.
Souls and
No,
Skyrim. Sorry.
no,
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 sorry.
no. I was going to say
Oh,
I'm sorry, that
uh,
was weird.
the Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay.
Has that been re-released on
that's a
anything?
good one. No, it has
No, it
not.
hasn't. It has only been on original Xbox, and that is it.
I have it.
And Castlevania: Curse of Darkness. It,
Isn't that the
But
3D God of War one?
no, Castlevania: Curse of Darkness is like a 3D Symphony of the Night type of deal. The 3D
are you thinking of Lords of Shadow?
yeah, he's thinking of Lord of Shadow. That's
Hmm.
3D God of War one that
You're
came out on the PS3.
And the PC.
you're talking about
Curse
the
of
one where you play
Darkness.
like Hector or whatever, and you go after what?
Yes,
Yeah, you talked about that
that's a yeah.
a
Those
lot.
two get
I'm sorry.
just shut up. Like when it's my turn, you're always fucking shitting on me and everything. Like,
I'm sorry.
goddamn,
I
dude.
mean, he does that even when it's not your turn. I'm just saying. Like, he shits on you constantly, all the time.
I'm gonna cut this out so I look like a good person.
But you're not.
Yeah, but
I'm
they
gonna
don't know.
comment on every single YouTube post, just fucking you shit on Matt all the time.
but but more so the Chronicles of Riddick because uh, we have access to multiple Castlevania games on different
Did you know that
consoles.
for Scream?
Kyle.
What?
Keep playing your phone.
No, I was turning it down. It's not my fault the video was playing.
Anyways, but more so Chronicles of Riddick because it's a really great first person like stealth game, and I haven't seen it anywhere else. And I think like the 360 got the Dark Athena or something like that, which I only played a little bit of, so I don't know how good or bad it is. But let's bring back Escape from Butcher Bay, which is the prequel to like the whole entire series.
Yeah, it explains
Wish,
how he gets his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
wish there was a way to get like the Resistance series on modern consoles, or
Yeah,
there is something. I bet it'll come back probably
I
at
doubt it.
some point.
Hey,
But
look, another game we talked about quite a bit, Resistance.
another one. Well, like another way people preserve games. I mean, I have physical games, and there's museums out there where they have old physical game stuff. I worked at a library that had this guy showed me the basement, and they had like Magnavox Odysseys and shit just sitting there,
Nice.
just
I
all
mean,
locked up
the
behind
Pope has
cages.
Undertale. Just saying, he's got a whole archive to put shit in, and Undertale's probably down there. That's game preservation.
Yeah, it's preserved.
Mhm. Preserved it with the rest of the Vatican secrets.
Hmm.
I feel like the next two topics can be kind of blended into one, and it's
Okay.
are all classic games inherently good, and deconstructing gaming nostalgia beyond rose-tinted glasses.
The
Absolutely not.
answer,
I feel like
yeah,
one is the answer to the other one. Like, are all classic games inherently good? Fuck
fuck
no,
no.
No.
not even close. Like
Looking at you,
this,
Bubsy 3D.
yeah. There are so many just god awful games. You ever judge a book by its cover and be disappointed?
I mean, that's the whole point of a cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, you ever judge the book by a cover and been disappointed
yeah.
for like a
Sure.
video game with a specific example? Yep.
Oh, I
Moving
see.
on.
No, I see. I see what you're asking.
uh, Wizard of Oz. I was
Absolutely,
That's a
100%.
piece of shit. Yeah. I'm
well,
sorry. I'm
like when
sorry
you
that
look at
happened to you.
like like when you look at the cartridge picture and everything, and when you first started, it's like, oh, this looks fun. Then it's not.
Yeah. Mine was I was in a place in San Diego called Red Brontosaurus, which is a record store that sells retro games. I don't know if it's still there. They had
What's it called?
Red Brontosaurus. They had Mad Max for the NES, and it's fucking garbage. I didn't know that Mad Max had an NES game at the time, and I would go in there with like 15 or 20 bucks and just look for a new game I didn't have. And I got some cool shit, but I also got Mad Max.
Yeah, they're open.
Oh, nice. I got Mad Max for the NES, and that was I mean, it's a picture of Mel Gibson. I think he's got the dog with him, and it's from the Road Warrior. So instantly, I was like, "Oh yeah, of course, I'll buy
Yeah.
Mad Max toilet paper. I don't give a fuck." But but yeah, it was bad. Now when Mad Max is the cartridge I use when I boil the pin connectors in my NES and try to reshape them by like kind of sticking a game in there while they're still hot. I use Mad Max. It
Is
still
your
works.
is your Mad Max cartridge like fucked up at all? Like the
No,
pins at all? Okay.
nope, still works.
I was gonna say if it
Last I checked.
is, it might be a problem.
Yeah,
Because
I
you're
don't fuck.
pushing it in, yeah.
If any game in my collection were to die, oh no, that
that
piece
or
of
buy
shit
you
doesn't work
Billy.
anymore. I don't have Bayou Billy. It would that game's worth like $2 or $3. If I had Bayou Billy, it would be Bayou Billy. But I got Mad Max. I can't bring myself to pay the 200, 300 pennies for Bayou Billy.
Fair.
That's a classic game that's inherently just garbage. That's like, hey, I bought you something, but secretly you hate them.
Yeah. But the difference between Mad Max and Bayou Billy is that everyone knows how bad Bayou Billy is.
Yeah, because it's a Konami game. It's like the worst Konami game ever.
Uh,
So the
Oh,
what's yours, Kyle?
well, people are gonna hate me. I
Already.
don't really, yeah, I know. I don't really fucking care. Majora's Mask.
That's just incorrect.
yeah.
You asked me what, like, my opinion on this shit. You asked what I was disappointed by. Like,
Yeah, your
I
opinion
loved
is
Ocarina of
wrong.
Time. I loved like almost all the ones after, except for a couple. Shut up. Uh, and I couldn't get into Majora's Mask. Like, it's not a bad game. I know it's good. I know everybody loves it, but I don't.
Ac- I'll give it I'll give this to Kyle is that a lot of people they don't like it for like the whole time thing. Like
I don't mind the time thing.
Oh,
Just hurry the
I
fuck
have
hurry the
three
fuck up.
days. I have
Hurry the
three
fuck up.
days to do this shit. And I have to remember everything without a guide or the internet.
yeah,
You get to the
Like,
temple, unlock
yeah,
the you get a song to unlock the temple. Then you go back to the first day. Then you warp back to the temple and start the temple from the first day. Then you have all 3 or 4 days to do the temple and beat the
okay.
boss. Then you beat the boss and then you go back to the first day. And you rinse and repeat. Time
Do I have
management.
to? I mean, how many? I have to beat all the shit in 3 days.
You can slow time down.
Okay, but I mean,
Just
if
hurry up.
no,
What
fuck
are we
you,
doing?
dude, fuck you, dude.
the
Just hurry
thing
up.
No, that shit's so fucking annoying. Like,
I
no,
don't think
I'm
it
good.
is.
I don't care. You asked my opinion.
Your
I like
opinion
how
is
Kyle brought this up, and there's a lot of good videos and stuff out there where it talks about Majora's Mask and like how a lot of people like it, and a lot of people don't like it.
It's a good game, and I know it is. I know that people love it. You know, it's a Legend of Zelda that people can get into. I am not one of those people fucking doing the whole timey-wimey bullshit. Like, I'm good.
timey-wimey.
Yeah, timey-wimey bullshit. I'm sorry. So okay, so if I beat a temple, is it permanently beaten? Like, I don't have to go back
Yes.
and do it every single time?
No,
Yes.
maybe.
It is. Okay, so it is like you can still make progress through the you have the main one of the four main items you need to complete the game. But if you want to so like you go into an area like the snow area, everything's way too snowy and everything's frozen and shit.
Hmm.
And if you beat the boss, it like melts a bunch of the snow. You can go back to the temple, instantly warp to the boss from the front door and kill the boss again, and that will do the effect where like all the everything's fixed in
So
the area.
no, it's not.
No, you don't have to. If you want the effects of beating the temple, you can just go back and warp to the boss.
Well, yeah, but I mean, why wouldn't it just be permanent?
You just have to go back in time.
Exactly. That's
It's
the
Exactly what?
problem. That's the problem. Like,
Just
it
hurry up.
should just be done. No, I'm
it's
good,
it's
bro. Like,
time
I'm good.
it's time shenanigans.
Yeah,
Time
I'm not
shenanigans
there.
You
I'm not
never make
don't
here for it.
sense.
fuck with time.
You don't fuck with time. I will fuck with time.
I think the Beyond Rose tinted glasses comes from a lot of people say that movies back in the day were better. But it's just I think the ratio is probably the same. Or there's anomalies. If you look up like movies that came out in 1984, there's a lot of really good shit. But
Mhm.
for the most part, it's just the good ones are remembered more fondly, and a
Yeah.
lot of the shitty
Yeah,
ones get forgotten. So when it comes to like people saying like, "Oh, all classic games are good," it's just like, yeah, the ones you remember them because of how good they were. But
fair.
Or in
there's
some cases of how bad they are. Because like the worst of the worst gets remembered.
yeah, it's like don't touch the stove when it's red hot. Like,
Hmm. The future of
Mm,
interactive storytelling.
what do you think the future of interactive storytelling is going to be?
I have no idea. Uh,
VR or AR.
I think I'm good with VR.
Same
I like
here.
a controller.
Me too.
I agree with that. I like the way things are set up now for gaming because it forces companies to make the world as intriguing as possible to draw you in and immerse you into the game.
Does
If
it
we,
though?
for the most part, I would say yes.
I mean, and then you have EA that's like, here's the base game, and then here's all the shit we were going to put in the base
Well,
game for
we
DLC.
that's EA and they're a piece of shit, and
They are one
but
collective piece of shit.
they are one
Yeah,
full
one
collective piece of shit.
gigantic collective piece of shit.
So, but
They can sue us for slander.
aside
Good.
from EA, there are companies out there that do put their best foot forward to deliver a good
Name
experience for
six.
you.
Just kidding.
Fucking Kyle. Anyways, from soft 6 times. There you go. There's your answer.
I'm surprised you didn't put Bethesda in there.
I've
I think if we start using VR, yeah, I think it would be cool in some instances because it's more enveloping. But I think there might be a decline in quality of storytelling, world building.
Well, that would be probably because it's a new medium, and then it would get better, but it would
It
kind of be like
could.
stepping forward and backwards.
I was going to say real quick, there are people out there. Speaking of Bethesda, who have like VR and they pretty much live in Skyrim.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I don't think that's healthy. Go outside every once in a while.
It sucks
Like
outside.
it's
There's snakes.
The graphics are
stop
terrible.
being a bitch. Like a
No,
snake is a snake.
a
Like
big
The
if
snake's a
you
graphics
big
outside
snake.
are terrible. What are you talking about?
if you leave it alone, it's gonna leave you alone. It's when you like go chase after it and like poke it at it with a stick, it might bite you because you're being a piece of shit.
Or because they're the same color as the ground, and they freeze up because they're scared of the giant animal, and then you don't see them and you step on them, and then now you have like 30 minutes to get to the hospital before you fucking die. Like,
Well, pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah,
fuck
get
that.
good.
I can pay attention to shit.
uh,
But with interactive storytelling, one thing I really like, which this is a thing that's been done in one way or the other, probably through all of gaming in one way or another. There's like that game Abzu. It's an indie game.
Yep.
You beat it in like 4 hours, probably.
the ocean one.
Yes. You're
Okay.
swimming around underwater, and you're some kind of robot scuba diver guy with flippers. And there's not really a lot of enemies. There's some things you could bump into that could like damage you. For the most part, you're just kind of exploring these underwater ruins, and it doesn't really tell you what's going on. It's more like you, the player, swim through and you look at the architecture and the cave paintings and the way some things are destroyed, and you can kind of start to piece together with no dialogue, like what went on. It kind of encourages you to build the narrative in your own head, which is a really fun and interesting way. And the whole time, it's also like it distracts you from the fact that, like, the character you're playing, like, what the fuck are you? Are you a human or a robot? Like when you take damage, it looks odd. Like you're definitely not like just a human being. It's a
Man,
really
I
interesting
am.
game. It's a really interesting game. They don't really tell you shit. You can go look at fishies.
Hmm.
But I think that going forward is a storytelling technique that will probably never go away. It'll just maybe get utilized in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah. All
I
right.
never played Abzu.
It's pretty
Me
good.
neither.
Well, I started it and then closed it and never played it again.
I finished it. I thought it was pretty interesting. So, forgotten gaming genres. Can they return? Matt, take us away.
I think they can.
Name some forgotten gaming genres.
I can't because they're forgotten. Like off the top of my head, honestly, I nothing comes to mind. I'm pretty sure there's a company out there. If they do it right, you know, they bring it back. People are like, oh yeah, I remember this.
You don't see a lot of shooters like R-Type, even like
Yeah.
Galaga. At least there's still indie developers making really cool shit like that, but major releases,
Oh,
that's not really a
okay.
thing. And side-scrolling shooters like Contra and stuff, those have kind of um been relegated to those genres, at least are relegated to indie
Well,
developers.
they
Like
have
new AAA companies aren't making Contra.
don't don't we have new Metal Slugs?
Do we? I like Metal
There
Slug.
was on the phone. There's a new Metal Slug on the phone.
So,
It's great. I
but
have it.
is it a AAA studio or a
I
indie
don't
company
remember.
that's doing these Metal Slugs?
I forgot who makes Metal Slug.
Your mom.
Mama!
It's by HAL Play
SNK.
Unlimited. It's HAO Play. So yeah, it's decent. It's a decent Metal Slug, for being on
For
the
a phone
phone.
game.
Yeah. You guys ever
Uh,
heard of a tube shooter?
what's a tube shooter?
No.
I looked it up, just like forgotten gaming genres, and it says, tube shooters like Tempest and Gyrus,
Yeah, okay.
but it's like you spin
Real
around a
quick.
perimeter of like a tube and things fly at you.
Oh, okay.
You've
Kind of like
seen them, I know you
Asteroid.
have. No, not asteroid, because with asteroid you're a ship in like the center and you're shooting things, but it's like you go around a perimeter of a tube, like a tube.
Hmm. You're probably right. I have seen it, but I
I
just can't.
I I know you've seen it. I know you have.
I'm just not picturing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tempest.
Okay.
That'd be cool. I'd play some Tempest.
No.
I mean, not for long. I'd play some. Um,
Uh-uh.
This one might be a stretch, but what about like a classic turn-based RPGs? I feel like those are kind of dying out and they're kind of
I
becoming like a
mean,
forgotten. And that's because it feels like a lot more like RPGs are a lot more action orientated now, or like you get a lot of action games now that have a crap ton like of RPG elements, essentially making that action game into an action RPG.
what about I haven't played it yet or really watched any gameplay, but Expedition 33.
I was gonna say
It's really popular, apparently.
What
It's
is
pretty
Expedition
it's a
33?
turn-based
it's a
RPG
it's like a
Oh,
near
okay.
term, but I mean
with like
it's
it has a
still
dodge and parry system as well, so like you can kind of avoid attacks or parry and then counter.
Stick of
But
Truth
yeah,
has that.
your mom has that. But yeah, it's a turn-based RPG. Apparently, it's pretty good. I haven't played it.
Okay, but aside from that one, like how many of good like classic turn-based
You
RPGs
talking like
can
the
you have?
original Final Fantasies, like that kind of
Yeah,
style?
that kind
Okay.
of style. That's
I
what I'm getting
mean, hell, if
I
you look at the remakes for Seven, like they're not even turn-based. Like
yes,
not
that
really.
and so that's what I'm kind of getting at. But like I said, it is kind of the stretch for that because I know that genre is still relative. It's still relative, but I think it's starting to kind of fade and die out. Except for like, there's always the exception, right? Like Exodus 33 or whatever the name is.
Expedition,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Expedia.com, 33.
Expedia.com.
So,
Overlooked details and classic gaming levels.
I thought this one was kind of interesting because there's so like Mario Brothers has I think after you get past the first set of tunnels to the first level and you jump in that certain spot, there's a one up there. It's like a
Yeah,
hidden block. There are certain games like Hook for the Super Nintendo is a good example of like that game's not very long and it's super beatable in one sitting, but there's a lot of hidden stuff like health upgrades and extra lives. And I feel like if unless you're super, super good, you kind of have to get those. And
yeah,
it reminds me of things like well, like Metroid Fusion uses it in an interesting way. Like the older Metroid games have you bomb a certain spot on the wall that maybe you wouldn't think of and you could roll through it and find like a missile expansion and it's like a super really cryptic secret, whereas the way to go will probably be a door at the end of the screen or an obviously discolored block on the floor, but there's like secrets that are kind of hard to find. And I felt like in Metroid Fusion, those kind of things were needed to progress. Like you had to really look around, and it helped to be like a seasoned Metroid player because it wasn't very cut and dry how to traverse. Like you have to bomb random spots on the floor for a little thing to lift your morph ball up so you can get over. There's weird cryptic shit in all the Metroids, but out of the ones I played, that was the one where I felt like it was required for you to find the weird cryptic shit to progress in the game, not just for secrets. Like you have to find that weird unmarked spot to bomb very specifically.
I
yeah.
get you. Yeah.
So there's I mean there are fun games like that where the what you would consider the overlooked details, like the hidden extra lives and things, are absolutely required. They're not just there for fun or like, oh look, I'm the best. I know where all the secrets are. You have to find the secrets, or you're not gonna make it. You just won't have the resources.
Yeah.
Uh, But also, I think like an overlooked thing is like if you like look at like Joe and Max, or
That the caveman one?
yeah, that's the caveman one. Like the foreground and background, like how detailed that background. And I think that's often overlooked in like classic games because everyone usually talks about like the gameplay and like the story and things like that. But if you sit down and you look at like any, especially for the Super Nintendo era, you sit there and you look at all the backgrounds and stuff. Now, some of them aren't going to be as good as others, but they put a lot of detail into those backgrounds for like only like a couple of minutes of you being in that level.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add to the proceedings, Kyle?
Yeah, but you won't like it.
That's a running theme with you this episode. That's okay. Well, let's have it.
Okay.
Kyle's like,
Well, you're talking about hidden details and levels, right? I
Mhm.
mean, Twisted Metal Black.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, dude. Like,
all
it's
right,
just what
It's
first came
okay.
to my
It's
mind.
okay.
You
put
know,
the
It's
like
okay.
put a
in the
coin in
first
the
level,
jar.
I will. Here's a quarter.
Man, we're gonna
Here's
send
a
John's
quarter.
kid to
There you go.
college.
I know for real.
Me always
Um,
bringing up fucking souls, and Kyle always with his
Twisted Metal
twisted
Black.
metal.
Yeah, but in the first level, I'll limit it to that because y'all hate it. But the first level, like it's just a junkyard, so you're just driving around killing everybody. But if you're looking for secrets, they're not just super obvious.
The
It's
airplane.
like, yeah, well, there's the airplane flying around the map. You can shoot it down with fire or homing missiles, and it'll crash into the map and open a tunnel that leads you to fucking Yellow Jacket. And then now you have a new character, which if you want to unlock Minion, you need him to do that. And there's also that crusher on the map, or if you shoot that like green like pig or chef thing or whatever it is, it'll put up a ramp and you can get on top of that. And then it'll go when it goes up, there's like a little shack up there which you can blow up. If you get on that, it's got some like health or power of weapons or something. But if you kind of look out towards the arena and look slightly to the left, you'll see a floating black box with the like red like spinning things around it, and that unlocks a level.
I'm concerned
Hmm.
that someone who's younger than us is going to find our show
Yeah.
and listen to it and hear how often you talk about Twisted Metal Black. And then they're gonna try it.
Uh-huh.
And
I
they're like,
want
oh,
them
what the
to.
fuck is this?
Yeah, I got that game when I was like 10. I'm not saying everybody should. I'm just saying that's when I got it.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Explains a lot.
Why open world games feel so overwhelming. Do you guys think open world games are overwhelming?
It depends on the open world game, but yeah,
All
I
right,
feel
cool.
like
Moving on.
Looking at
So,
you, Arkham City.
yeah. Those
all
are
That
right.
like
game is that game
400
is a
Riddler
lot.
things.
It's the only game in the series that I have not 100%,
Yeah, that game does have a shit ton of
except for
things.
maybe Origins, but we don't talk about Origins. And I also don't have the VR one.
Yeah, I was gonna say Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like, uh,
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Assassin's Creed L'Chaim.
I'd
That
play it.
game, that game. Okay, you want overwhelming? That's a game that's overwhelming. All right, so base story is about 70 to 100 hours. Okay,
That's too much.
yeah, and then that's like if you do like side missions and shit like that. You if you play the game from point A to point B and not do any of the side shit, that's about 70 hours. If you include side quests and shit like that, that's where it gets to be around 100 hours. But there's a lot of side things you can do. They have this thing where you could go to Asgard and you play the role of Odin, and that's another 60 hours. It is
Hmm.
not just some like quick side story that you can do because I was considering doing it. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get more fulfillment if I could get like a little bit of side story.
Your mom's a side story.
You're a
But
side story.
I looked it up and I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'm not spending another 60 hours with this fucking game when I'm already like 40 to 60 hours in it. And
Quitter.
there's so much, there's so many secrets. There's just way too much to do in that game. I have no idea how long it would take if you decide to 100 complete everything.
And that depends on how good you are at the game.
Yeah, some people do a
And well,
phase.
also that game, like the story sucks at a certain point. Like it becomes stagnant and boring. But
Yeah.
you're already so far into it where you're like, you know what? I'm gonna finish this and never play it again. Because that's what happened to me. I was like, I'm too deep. If I quit now, I need to at least get some value out of my time. So I beat it.
Fair.
I rushed as much as I possibly can. I started just skipping the cutscenes because I no longer cared, so that way I can make it to the end faster.
Fair enough. I'm proud of you, Matt, for not just saying Skyrim and being done with it. But real quick, just a quick question.
What?
How many hours do you have in Skyrim?
We don't ask those questions.
I'm just curious because if you're complaining about 160 hours in Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Uh,
if
it's,
it's comparable to what you've got in Skyrim, that's fine. But if you've
well,
got like three
I have
years in
way
Skyrim,
more. I
yeah.
have way more
So
hours logged into Skyrim, but the
I'm
difference is
sorry.
Skyrim is good. Okay.
There's not that much to do. Once you start hitting the 200-hour range, you've probably done most of the stuff in the game, if not everything, except for some like unnamed dungeons or caves or some shit. You
Those count
know,
too. I gotta find them
I
all.
know, but I'm just saying, you're complaining about 150 hour, 160 hours of solid content, and you've got
I
400
don't think
hours as a stealth archer.
Hey, I do different classes.
And they all end up as a stealth archer, I guarantee it.
Only like five of them did.
Exactly.
I haven't played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I know
I
Ubisoft
did a little bit.
has fallen out of favor with people, and I'm still willing to give them a chance because they have put out a bunch of games that I do like. Lately, they've been kind of bullshit. Narratively, I think that they're just I don't think the same amount of preparation goes into the stories now for Assassin's Creed anymore and hasn't for like a while since Desmond's death. Really, I
I
think it's
agree with
all
that.
they've just been kind of pulling shit out of their ass. And
Yeah.
I think it feels like the story was planned until
Spoilers.
Desmond died. Whatever. It felt like the story was planned up until Desmond's death, and then after that, they just oh shit, what do we do next? Egypt, London. So like
um,
it's
Quick, make them
160
Norse.
hours of like that compared
yeah.
to Skyrim with interesting little stories and you can pickpocket
It's
things. And did they fix it where you can kill kids?
no. That
Well,
is not a
okay, see
thing that
that's
you
why I
can
don't
do.
fucking play
yeah.
it.
That you can no,
Like he's please sir, we don't have any money. I'm like you can have this sword, but no, he can't. I uninstalled.
No, well, there's certain characters in Skyrim that are considered essential. So even if they're like a sufferable prick and you try to kill them, they
You
won't
just
die.
can't. Yeah.
But you can beat the shit out of them over and over again.
Nah, I wanted to be like, please, sir, help me find my way to school. And I'm like, okay,
I'm,
freeze blast.
there are mods. I'm pretty sure there's a
Yeah.
mod. They don't exist for console,
I want Bethesda to do it.
but there are mods for. I'm pretty sure on PC because PC has a lot more mods than console does.
Well, it's standard issue.
That's true.
But I would say if you want to play any of like Assassin's Creed, just play Odyssey because I think it's a little bit better, a little bit more interesting.
Shadows has a shitty story, but it's pretty fun.
I forgot
It's
Shadows
interesting.
existed. I was like, what's the newest one?
If you like action RPGs where like you have a blade on your wrist and that man has a neck made out of neck, but his neck is his
Fleshy bits.
neck flesh is at a higher level than your hidden blade, so it won't penetrate his flesh. The guy standing next to him, whose neck is made of the exact same material, it'll go right through him, but not him because his neck level is higher or some shit. If you like games like that,
Oh man.
I've heard people say Shadows is a solid 6, and I agree with it.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
terrible, not terrible, not great.
Have you guys seen anything about the RoboCop DLC?
No.
No.
So I haven't played it. I've seen it. It's its own like standalone story. Like you don't need RoboCop Rogue City to play it, but it seems kind of interesting from what I've seen, which is not a whole lot. It's RoboCop and it's kind of fucking who's the guy that played Dredd?
Fucking
Carl
Billy the
Urban.
Butcher. Yeah, Carl
Yeah.
Urban.
Um, it's kind of like that movie where you're climbing up a tower to like kill a bunch of
Oh,
people.
that's
Oh, that's
cool.
cool.
But I
Takes
don't know any.
takes.
That's the only comparison I've made is you're going up a tower. That's all I know. And it's RoboCop, so of course you kill people. But yeah,
So of course you kill people.
well he does. Look at the
He
movies.
upholds
Like
the law.
the first thing that happens to him is he gets blown apart by a shotgun.
No, the
That's
first
true.
thing that happens is he spins his gun all fancy
Which you should never do that,
Mm.
especially if it's loaded. No, you should just never do that. Never do
Yeah,
that. Because you should assume every gun is loaded. You should
yeah.
not spin a pistol in a circle. Like, that's fucking psychotic.
like.
The
Anyway, what's the next one?
next one,
Is
gaming's impact on culture.
I
How has
think
Nintendogs changed your life, Matthew?
um I think I'm gonna leave this unanswered because I really like that question, and I think we could get like a really good episode out of
Yeah,
that.
I do too.
um,
I mean, there's some that we're probably gonna. I've already eyed
There,
about like quite a few of these, and we're definitely stealing them. But this one, I do want to save.
I got one. I got one. Remember when everybody said that Resident Evil 5 was racist because you go to Africa and you shoot a bunch of Africans? But then
yeah,
around the same time, Red Dead Redemption came out and you go down to Mexico and you use like the world's first fucking crank chain gun thing and
yeah,
just mow down a bunch of Mexican dudes all wearing ponchos and sombreros and six shooters
yeah,
with bandoliers.
yeah,
Like they're all dressed very stereotypically, every single one of them.
yeah.
Nobody said
Yeah.
shit about that.
Well,
No.
It was just like, I see where you're coming from with the African things, but I'm over here playing Red Dead. Like, is nobody seeing this?
I mean, those people that like to uh
What do you mean those people?
Elaborate.
exactly what I mean. Those how do I say this without sounding like a complete ass?
Speak your
Those
truth, Matthew.
okay, those fucking like high horse piece of shit motherfuckers that like
This is my
to
gay cut.
like those typical ass
What?
Tipper
it,
Gore. She made the
Tipper
PMRC.
Gore.
She's
Okay.
the
yeah,
reason there's parental advisory stickers on music.
yeah,
Well, she's a piece of shit.
Yep.
yeah, exactly.
She was.
Like those
Is.
like those kind of people where they live in this like little bubble and they think the world should be a certain way, and then they see one thing, they're like, "Oh, that's bad," without they don't understand the whole story or what's going on. They just see one thing and they take it and run with it, and uh, they try to ruin it. So I think it's like they only saw what was going on with Resident Evil 5, and then they're like, and so they ignored everything else. Like, if you really look at a lot of like movies or video games, there's a lot of stuff where it could be considered like sexist or racial or anything like that. If you like really look into it instead of just accepting it as is. But you don't need to because I'm pretty sure that wasn't the intent behind what was going on. It's just the circumstances.
Well, you said something a little earlier that I thought was interesting. You said like these types of people, they see something and they think that it's bad, so
Hmm.
they wanna censor it or want to get it taken off. And I would argue, I would counter that with like, so let's say we make our little show here, and all we do is yell fuck and shit and fart and burp into our microphones for an hour and a half. Right now, the consequences for that kind of behavior, as long as we're not violating terms of service for Spotify or wherever we're uploading, is we're not going to get sponsorships. We're not going to make money. The show's not going to go anywhere. But who are you to tell me I can't make my fart fuck shit show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's mine. I bought the microphone.
yeah,
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna post it. Kiss my ass. And I think that's
yeah.
gaming's impact on culture.
I mean, you said something right at the end there about how like it wasn't the intent.
Hmm.
And sure, I'll give you that one. I'm not arguing against that. But I don't think Mario is intended to be the bad guy. Now, hear me out. Because yes, he does rescue the princess to save the Mushroom Kingdom, blah blah blah.
It
But
hurts a lot of Koompa on the way.
that's fine. I mean, yeah, uh, sure. What my
Poor
point
little
is
turtles.
in the original game, like the manual and shit, Bowser turned everybody to blocks, and he's breaking a bunch of blocks.
I'm
He's
gonna Google that
straight
because
up fucking murdering people.
y'all said that in the last episode,
It's
and I want to
true.
see if that's true.
It's true. The Koopa King uses his black magic to turn the whole entirety of the Mushroom Kingdom into blocks. That's what happens. So I don't think it was intended for Mario, for people to see Mario murdering a bunch of Mushroom Kingdom civilians by breaking blocks for coins, or just in general, because there are empty blocks, just shatter them for no reason. So, I mean, intent is powerful, but I don't think that's what they were intending that to be.
Oh, okay. So this thing says that yes, that is true, but
Yeah.
the unbreakable blocks are the ones that were the mushroom people.
Ah.
So you're not
uh,
actually killing them.
Okay, so there are unbreakable blocks, sure. Who put the breakable ones next to them?
I I don't
See,
know. A contractor?
these are the questions.
A contractor?
contractor.
Well, that's what's
Gaming's
like.
impact on culture put them next to it.
Fair enough.
The unexpected satisfaction of collecting game achievements. Are you guys even into collecting game
I
achievements?
have so many.
I have a lot too, but I'm not
Depends.
really into.
Okay, this is how it is for me. When I start a game, I don't really care about the achievements. I just want to play the game and enjoy it.
Yeah,
But
sure.
once I reach a certain threshold, I I like go and I'll look at the trophies I have.
Mm.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually getting quite a bit of trophies. I didn't even know I had. Then it depends if I want to like actively try to platinum the game or get as many trophies as I possibly can. Just because like of how much I have progressed. It's just mostly about the progression. But if I'm at like 40, 50%, I'm like, fuck it, I'll play the game, beat it. But once I make it past that, like 60 or 70, I'm like, okay, let's see if I can actually fucking
Get the achievements.
yeah, get the achievements.
Yeah. So on a lot of my achievement hunting was on the 360. A lot of it, the majority of it. Um, and yeah, I got a PS4, PS5, and I have a lot of trophies on there. I think I have over 4,000. I think it's over 4,000 now. I don't know the number. I could look. The PS5's right fucking there. But on the Xbox, just I have I had Game Pass on my PC. But I have 142,886 gamer score.
I don't know what that means.
I've played a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
I've played a lot of games. I've gotten all the achievements in a lot of games, and it's just a lot. I
I
wish I
had
had this game again.
I just surpassed like 6,000 trophies. Only a couple of them are platinums because I just played a bunch of stuff. I didn't really go for platinums. I think the trophies are a harmless way for them to attempt to add more replay value to a game, and I think that's a good thing.
Sure,
I
But
I
agree.
agree.
it's not a deal breaker. I am kind of kicking myself for getting the Tomb Raider collection for the Switch because I've done a lot of things that would be worthy of trophies, but I don't get any trophies for them. But it's also still like I'm still gonna play it. It's still fucking cool. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Huh.
Yeah, trophies are cool, but you take them or leave them. It's a
Mm,
good feeling.
it is. It is nice, and I like it when it happens and I'm not aware that I did it because I know there's people who are like trophy hunters, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they will try to like let's say you gotta do like 50 headshots in like 13 seconds or something like that. People will sit there for days driving themselves crazy trying to do that shit. Where I just come along and I accidentally do it. I'm like, oh, cool.
I got one of those. Um, Shoot an enemy's head off while they're jumping through the air in Resident Evil 5.
Nice.
I've gotten
Nice.
that. I was not trying to get it. I was just shooting with a sniper rifle and a guy was jumping and I got
Yeah.
a trophy. I was like, I'm the best.
I did the exact same thing to a hunter in Left 4 Dead, the first one, and you get an achievement for doing that. I didn't even mean to do it. I was like, I knew there was a hunter because there's a way to in the first level. There's a way to get down the building without going through the building. It wastes a med kit, but you can just kind of jump off the side. If you do it the right way, you will land and live, and you don't have to fight your way through that giant ass building. But I'm down there, I use my med kit, and I hear a hunter, and I'm waiting for friends to get out of the building. And I kind of walked into an alleyway that's like right outside the entrance. And I turn around, and right as I turn, a hunter jumps in front of me, and I pull the trigger, headshot him, and he dies. I wasn't trying to do it. It just kind of happened. And I was like, that's fucking dope.
Did you say
Like,
a cool one-liner like "Eat that nut strap, biatch"?
no, not that I remember. Anyway.
Been a lot
Yeah, shut
cooler.
up. You ain't shit, dog. Like,
What
get
what
out
did
of
I
here.
do?
Come on, man.
I got all excited. I felt like I was there now.
It was cool, like I was proud. Like that, it's hard to do. It's not, they don't just like jump at you in slow motion. They jump at you and rip your lungs out of your body
All
slowly
right.
and painfully.
So what about retro gaming's forgotten ergonomic failures?
You
Matt,
mean like when
Nintendo.
you mean like when the entire like whole gaming industry crashed and
no,
Nintendo saved them?
I think
I,
well,
this is
that has
ergonomics, not
something to do with it.
economics.
That's something to do with it. I think Nintendo marketing the NES as an entertainment system and making it look like a VCR where like you put the
Yeah.
game in and click it down. I think that would be an example of ergonomics
Oh, okay.
helping it, which is actually a fucking design flaw. You should get a top loader if you can find it.
I think Nintendo and its fucking rectangle of a controller,
I like that controller.
it's not very comfortable,
You're
but
not very sorry. I'm sorry.
there's also worse. Like the fucking N64 controller. Like what the
Oh,
fuck, Nintendo?
I
I,
mean, and then you get the fucking
Sorry,
GameCube
good.
controller.
I like
Like,
the
Ergonomics.
GameCube
The GameCube
no,
controller.
that's
controller
what
is the
I'm
best
saying. No,
controller.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you go from N64 to GameCube, and like it's like that. The GameCube controller is infinitely better, but it's still fucking weird.
Yeah.
It says ergonomics is the study of people's efficiency in their working environment.
Okay,
That's what it says ergonomics means. But I was
I believe
thinking
you.
things like it's a super rare thing, but it's a TV with an NES built into it.
Oh,
What if
nice.
you need to work on the NES? What if you need to replace the pin connector?
Yeah,
How do
well,
you do
you're
that?
that's
And
that's a design flaw.
there's
that's a
also
good question.
the fact that CRT TVs, the fact that those are like the best thing. I have one. I have a small one in my house. I don't really have a place to like hook it up. My wife wants to get rid of it. I told her it's an endangered species and that they
What
don't
is
make
it?
a CRT like a tube
Oh
TV.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I told her that they're an endangered species. They don't. I don't think they make those
They
anymore. They don't
don't.
make those
No, they
tubes
don't.
anymore at all.
No.
And I have a Roku TV. I hooked up my PS1 to it the other day because, like, since I did Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, I have them physically on PS1. I don't want to get 4, 5, and 6 because 5 and 6 are garbage, but 4 is pretty cool. So I hooked up my PS1. It's an unplayable mess. Like, it looks like shit on the Roku TV.
Yeah,
So I
because it's
guess,
not made for
yeah,
high definition. It was built with the flaws of a CRT TV in mind.
Yeah, high definition TVs didn't even exist.
Yeah,
So yeah, also like the zapper for the NES doesn't work unless you're using the CRT.
mm,
Um,
that makes sense. Yeah.
it's just those old systems work better. There might be some money in someone inventing something that a screen that plays retro games without having to buy a converter.
Yeah,
I'll probably end up
like a
buying
built-in converter.
a converter. You can convert like your composite to HDMI, but I think they
Hmm.
require its own. It requires its own power supply, I believe. So it's
Oh,
another
okay.
thing you got to plug in.
Yeah.
That was why I went into Luna once with the intention of buying one for PS2, and then when I saw it had an extra power supply, I'm like, I don't have enough outlets, dude.
Yeah.
I do now, but it's because I don't have a bunch of shit plugged into them,
Huh.
like power supplies for converters.
Well, why not?
Well, I ain't bought it yet.
Buy it anyway.
But I think to get around the ergonomics, there it is, of
It's
like playing the PS1 because I would like to. I wanted to play Tenchu Stealth Assassin. I wanted to play Soul Reaver. I wanted to play Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation, and there were some other games I had over there, but everything just looks like unplayable garbage. The PlayStation still works. Like the sound was coming through and the visuals, like you could see, but not well. So yeah, I think the CRT TV is a bit of an ergonomic failure. The fact that games are
yeah.
stuck looking best on that, and they're fat, heavy things that
Yeah, they are.
it's on the floor in my living room and has not been used in a long time, and I won't get rid of it. It was here when I bought this house, and god damn it, it's gonna stay here.
What a CRT TV?
Yeah, and we've used it before, and it works, and the stuff does look better. I just don't
Yeah.
have anywhere to set that up.
I mean, sure. They're fucking gigantic. They're as big as Matt's forehead.
The lost art of physical game manuals. I think
Oh man.
I
I miss them.
I completely understand why they're gone. One Planet, all that
Oh yeah.
stuff. I'm on board.
Yeah. Sure.
I like that
Make them digital. It's fine.
yeah, a lot of games make them digital or just don't have anything at all, and you have to go through like an hour and a half long tutorial at the beginning. But
It makes good reading material when you need to take a shit.
thank you for that. You
Yeah.
add so much to this
Yeah,
show.
you do. Yeah, you do.
Did you know when you're taking a
Yeah.
shit?
That's what we have cell phones for
Rate
now.
us 5 stars. Yeah, but if you can't, like, there are certain ones where you can only access the game's manual in the main menu
Mhm.
and not while you're playing the game. In which case, that's useless. Because when are you gonna need it?
What, the manuals? Yeah, no,
You know,
it's
when you're playing the game.
yeah. I mean, most of the time they don't have anything while you're playing the games, but they're useful before you start playing it.
Is player choice an illusion or reality? What the fuck does that mean? Matt, go. Take us away, Matt.
Okay, what it means is during gameplay, the choices that you make, do they actually impact the game or do they not? Is the game already pre-scripted? So it doesn't matter like what choices you make, the outcome is still the same. So that's what I believe that's what that's getting at. And it depends on the developer of the game because there are some games where you do get choices and it does impact the ending. There's a lot of games out there that have multiple endings due to your choices. There's other games where it's not. You make all the different choices you want to make, but you still get the same ending. Like it's still the same outcome.
Isn't Far Cry 3 like that? Like there's only two endings. There's a bunch of different choices you can make, but at the end there's only one of two endings. The good or the
Yes.
bad ending. Grand Theft Auto 4 is like that. That one's a little bit weird because it introduced like a bunch of different choices you can make, but the end result of the like there's like if you let a guy live there, I think there's a guy like you'll see him again and he tries to get
Mm-hmm.
revenge, or maybe you see him again and they're doing okay. But regardless of what choices you make, there's two endings
Yeah.
to
Uh,
GTA 4, and it's just one of the choices down the road determines what ending you're gonna get and what you're gonna have access to post game. But that's it. And the game has a million different choices you can make, and really none of them matter
yeah.
except for like one.
Yeah, but in Cyberpunk, however, the choices that you do make does affect the does affect ending based based on your choices. I think there's what Kyle. Do you know how many endings for Cyberpunk there are off the top of your head?
Um, well, there's the Corpo, the Street Rat, and then the other one, which is the
Nomad.
fucking yeah. Thank you for the word nomad. But I think there's like two or three in each one.
Yeah,
Because I know if you go Corpo and you don't go with Johnny, you like go into a space station that's like you're in the Matrix or some shit. But
right.
if you do it with Johnny, you go to a casino, a space casino, which that's the best part of the fucking game, and you don't let me fucking play it. Fuck you.
My experience when I played through it, the ending I got because I chose Street Kid
Yeah.
was at the end. I was given the option to go with that chick that's like the she's like the master of like the AI or whatever. I could have gone into that
Oh yeah.
I could have gone into that world with her and Johnny, or I could have stayed and try to figure out how to save myself. And so the way the game ends, I end up with going with what's her name, who was with the
I,
Nomad tribe,
I don't
that
remember
chick.
her name. Yeah.
You take off with her, and then you leave. What's the city called again?
Night City.
Yeah, you leave Night City, and that's how it ends. You leave Night City with her, and you try to figure out how you're going to save yourself, and then roll credits.
Spoiler.
Well, that's just one of the endings. Uh,
I played the beginning and never touched the game again.
you should really try to invest your time in it. It's really good. It's a really depressing story, but
Why the
it's
fuck would
good.
I want that? Like,
It's a
It's a
you don't
good
very
think I
one.
got sad shit going on? Huh? You don't
it's
think
a
I had
very
enough?
tragic and sad story, but it's a damn good story.
I think with certain games it's there. I mean, Mass Effect is kind of an iffy one because it's like you make all of these choices and they do affect your gameplay. And then the ending is just what color explosion do you want? So at least until they added stuff and like updated stuff. Choice is pretty big in the Fallout universe. The way, I mean, you've all played Fallout. I'm sure you've beaten them, at least one of them. You haven't go and play three or New Vegas. Those are the
Yeah,
best
I
ones.
beat three.
Okay, so when you get to the end, like there's three dog, unless you kill him and it becomes somebody else. I don't think might still be three dog. Who's the actor that played Hellboy?
Ron
Correct.
Perlman.
Yep. And I could never remember his name, but he like reads out all the choices you made in the game, and it gives you like a little picture with some more, is what he's saying over it. And I think that's a good way to show like that your choices matter. But for the majority of games, I don't think it does because you can do all of these things and then it still ends one of two ways.
Yeah.
There are exceptions to the rule, but
All right. So, gaming's best historical setting.
World
I
War
think
II.
I think World War II is completely played out. I think we're done with World War II. Do we have a lot of Vietnam games?
No,
Best soundtrack.
No, there's Battlefield.
there's Shell Shock.
Platoon on the NES.
I have no idea.
It's a
Uh,
piece of shit.
I know there's a Call of Duty Vietnam.
Is there?
Yeah, I, I think
I don't think there is one.
I could be wrong.
There's Black Ops.
That's the one I was thinking of. I'm
The
pretty sure that.
Vietnam COD game likely
Black Ops
refers to the Black
1.
Ops series,
I
which
thought
features the Vietnam Wars as a significant setting and storyline. But there isn't a standalone that is solely
Yeah.
focused on Vietnam.
I thought Black Ops
Uh,
was about like the Cuban Missile Crisis and shit. You're going after Castro. I only played the beginning.
the best historical setting, fucking Skyrim, duh.
It's not a historical setting.
It's based off of like a historical European castles and shit.
So gaming's best historical setting. I don't know. I would maybe just see more games about Vietnam. Does it always have to be war?
No, but yes,
Most
No.
because
interesting.
I think one that doesn't get used too often is the pirate era.
Eh.
I've had quite a few of those lately. Black Flag and Sea of Thieves and Skull and
Skull and
Bones.
Bones, yeah. Jinx.
That's like 3 games though.
You know,
Think about all the
Well,
different
Skull and
games.
Bones was the first quadruple A game.
yeah.
Yeah, think about all the video games out there, and
Kingdom
well,
Hearts.
I was going to say, the Victorian era was that like, or was that before the Victorian era
Pirates?
with
I mean, it was probably happening around the same time because the Victorian era is in England.
right?
That was all of that, so pirate era could have been happening at the same time.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in history happens a lot closer than we think.
Yeah, I mean, Abraham Lincoln could have sent a fax to a samurai.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy to think that fax machines were like that early. Now I
right.
want a game that has that in
You recruit samurai to help you fight in the Civil War.
it. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Don't worry, fellas. Backup is on the way. It'll only take them about 300 days by boat.
It's
We'll
fine.
get there. You get there before your letter does. What do you think about gaming's best historical setting?
Um, World War II, just kidding. I would have to say like Egypt, like the Egyptian kind of setting. I mean, it's some games take
Mummies.
some liberties with it, but like Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, which I played and was pretty cool. It was a decent game. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but there's Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, whichever Assassin's Creed it is, which I didn't really play much of, but I like the Egyptian lore, the Egyptian history, and all that stuff. So it's fun to see it in games.
That's cool.
So what do you think about open world traversal methods?
What do we think about open world traversal methods? I'd like to take Matt and use him as a fucking sled and ride down a hill, a rocky ass hill.
I'm a big fan of fast travel. Big fan.
Me too.
I don't want to. I want to walk all the way the fuck over there.
I like games that make you walk all the way the fuck over there as long as the world they've built is interesting.
He must be a huge fan of Lord of the Rings.
I was thinking like, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. There's
Oh
some
wow.
days where like I'll like you can get the horse to like auto walk
Yeah.
on the roads and I'll just set it up and have the horse start walking and hey, do some other stuff and keep looking at the screen and just look for things that are happening or shrines off in the distance and things like that and just let him wander.
Do you do the same
There's
thing with the Master Cycle?
no, I don't think you can do that. Well, I
And
mean,
you
you could
want me
just
to play Breath of the Wild?
no,
Yeah, do it.
you won't like it. It's good.
Fuck you.
But yeah, that was also kind of my appeal with the old Fallout games. It's disguised like there's nothing that like it's just a big barren wasteland, but there's a lot of random stuff going on
Yeah.
in those worlds. It is there are times where I lose patience and will just want to use fast travel, but just walking from one place to another, you can find loot, kill monsters, get XP.
Yeah.
It's always better for you to walk in
Hmm.
those games because you can, find
Unless
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 you're
you run into
low.
a Deathclaw sanctuary.
Yeah, that or if you're low on ammo and aren't finding any more, that could be a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
So not
it's
always.
But for the majority, if you're pretty well set in your like level and ammo and health and stuff, like yeah, just walk. Not a big deal.
I think that's just the thing with most Bethesda games, be it be Fallout or Elder Scrolls series. Interesting things happen while you are walking through the world because of the chance of random encounters happens a lot more
Yeah.
often versus just fast traveling from one city or town or village or whatever to the next.
Yeah. I mean, in most, I won't say Elder Scrolls, but at least the Fallout series, like the max level cap is like 30 or 40 or some shit. Like in three, I think it's 45, maybe 50 if you have DLCs. But the base level cap is like 30. So it's like once you hit that, just it doesn't matter. You're not going to level up anymore. It doesn't like save all the XP you gather until you buy the DLC and it raises your level cap. I think it just maxes 40 once you get both. But like it's not going to save that experience for you. You still have to go re-earn it. So if you're walking around max level and then you beat the game and you get the DLC you're gonna have to like find new shit to kill
Hmm.
and or new places to explore, new locations to discover for experience. So it's like, and yeah, the DLCs give you that. They'll send you to a whole new area and just have fun. Like, but it's
Okay, Kyle, this one is probably going to be for you. Why Call of Duty needs a reset? That's an
because it's
interesting
fucking
topic.
terrible.
Take a 5 minute
Oh my
shit all over Call
God,
of.
bro. So I'm sure
I'm gonna get a
you both have
sandwich. You
heard
just
it.
shit all over it.
I'm sure you both have heard it. But the Battlefield 6 had its open beta. People fucking love it. There was a comment that said, like under the trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, that said this trailer makes me want to or made me pre-order Battlefield 6. It
I
has
saw
more
that.
likes than the
I
video.
saw that. That was funny. That
You
was
know?
mean.
Yeah, yeah. It was funny as shit, but it's like it should not be Black Ops 7. It should not be. We should not be at Black Ops 7 right now. I'm sorry. I like the stories for Black Ops, but they're just and like no. We need to be doing something else here because Battlefield 6 like it makes me want to get it. I don't like the Battlefield series for multiplayer except for a couple. There were a couple I liked, but they were both Bad Company and Bad Company 2. So they were the same fucking game. But I don't want bullet drop on my sniper rifle. I'm sorry. I just want point and click, you're dead. I don't
But
give a
that
fuck.
no.
I
What?
don't care. That's my point. I was like, I would rather play the Call of Duty because it doesn't have that. But the Black Ops 7 makes me want to play Battlefield 6. Like I don't that it would make me suck it up and like deal with it. What? Fuck you, bitch.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
But like it needs a reset, honestly. It really does. Like
It,
just give it back to Infinity Ward. Fucking
They're
let
dead.
them
You're gonna
I know.
dig them up and shove it into the chest
Yes.
cavity of the rotting corpse.
Yes. Yes. That's
Okay.
exactly what I would do. I'd give Halo back to fucking Bungie. It doesn't exist anymore. Like I would rather them make a Halo game because Halo Infinite was not good. No, it was better than like 5 and 6, but it was not good. Or maybe it was 6. It was Infinite. I don't know. I don't fucking remember. But I played Infinite. I had a good time. It didn't really feel like a Halo game to me, except for you're playing as Master Chief. Like that's it. But it would still probably be better than Black Ops 7. Like it's I don't know. They're getting too fucking weird with it. And it's like I don't know if you watched the trailer for 7.
No, I'm not.
Blood,
I'm not
you're fine.
really
It's
interested.
fine. Don't worry about it. Just read that one comment and it's better
I
than the
saw
whole
that.
trailer. Yeah,
I
I
saw that
know.
meme.
Yeah. But all I saw like you saw it in the trailer, but I don't know who it is, but it's a bad guy and he's giant and he like slams his fist down on the onto the stage and it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like what the fuck is happening? Are we all on drugs? Is that what's happening? Like, is every character in the game on drugs now? Like, what? Why is this? Why is this? I mean, from what do the numbers mean, Mason, to fucking everyone's on psychedelics having a great time. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't understand where the leap went. And I've played almost every Call of Duty story. Like I've played most of them. I think there's a couple I missed, but. Like I don't understand how we got there. It shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be bad. Like I don't know what else to say. Like I like the Call of Duty series. I met a lot of friends playing Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, World at War. I made friends and I don't get what the fuck is happening now with these games.
we regress as a society when they put Nicki Minaj, fucking
Yeah.
Gundam, and Alucard from Helsing and fucking Call of Duty.
Beavis and
There's a
Butthead.
Gundam.
Yeah, they put Gundam. Like don't know which one it is,
You're
but
fine.
there's
I gotta look this up.
I saw a trailer for it and I vomited in my mouth a little bit. Like
Oh,
I love Gundam, but
ooh.
but but that
Oh,
no, they don't mix. Like it's a giant fucking mech running around
yeah,
normal sized people. Like
yeah,
no,
yeah. I'm looking at them. The skins look good.
yeah, they look good, but no.
Yeah, no, absolutely
And
not.
also they put Alucard from Hellsing, who's
Yeah,
an
I've seen him.
overpowered vampire, and you're going to just make him a weak bitch that can get dropped
Yeah.
in one shot. Fuck you.
It's
And you,
cosmetic.
oh my God. Oh my God. I think this was they were in Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh,
And I hate that more than fucking the other ones, like, but it's you don't even get them. You can't just like buy them. It's a lucky draw event. So you have to spend COD points to spin for a chance at getting them and their weapons.
that is that is just
And
no
the more you
bad.
spin, the higher your chances.
Of course, it's a gotcha game.
I know, but the it says on here like the more you spin, the higher your chances. Just note that the final prize, like RX 78-2 Gundam, usually drops last. So
Of course,
you have to spend so much money to get them all, and then the ones you want are last. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's
yeah. Well,
so.
they don't have death sight, so they can fuck off.
Death Scythe is yeah is my second favorite Gundam.
All right. Are we ready to move on to the next one?
No, but do it
Yeah.
anyway.
For our gaming hot takes, I have a
Majora's
two
Mask is bad.
I have a two-parter.
I'm just
I
kidding.
have a two-parter. Resident Evil 8 kind of sucked, and Dead Island 2 wasn't that bad.
I only played Resident Evil 8, and I agree with that to an extent.
Kind of sucked.
It
Not
kind
a
of
not a
sucked.
not a trash game, but like I was really disappointed.
Yeah, it's story elements. It's just,
That it's like I
anyways,
thought we were finally back to survival horror, and that was cool. And then they're like, now we're gonna jump
mm,
back again.
now you get flowers.
Yeah. But Dead Island 2, like the writing isn't like super great, and I don't really jive with the sense of humor. And it was I think it was like passed from studio to studio and kept getting canceled and restarted like Duke Nukem, but eventually it came out and a lot of people complained that it wasn't what like it was initially supposed to be because all of these different like business political things happened, but I didn't follow it through all that. I got the game when it was on sale. The story is not all that super great, but you get superpowers and the physics of bashing the zombies feels a lot better than the first one did. And the game looks pretty good.
Dead
I
Island
didn't think
2.
it was on the internet. It's a lot of people talking shit about how awful the game is. I beat it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, but you were also okay with using a Gatling gun on a bunch of Mexicans.
They kind of make you.
I know, I'm just kidding.
well, my hot take is that Saints Row isn't as shitty as everyone thinks it is.
The new one,
Which one? Which one?
Yeah, the new one.
it
Like,
doesn't work.
well, it works when you play by yourself.
That
What, Saints Row
sucks.
5 or whatever?
It's just called Saints Row, but yeah, it
Oh,
is
Yeah,
five.
I've played it. Yeah, I
We
remember.
yeah,
got it. It was free on PlayStation Plus, I believe, and me and
Yep,
Matt
that's how
downloaded
I
it,
played it. Yeah.
and we couldn't play it together. It was
Yeah.
broken.
yeah.
Yep.
But the
That's how it
but
works.
but the thing
Or
is,
rather doesn't
like,
work.
a lot of people complain that Saints Row has gotten way. It's not as grounded as it used to be
The
because
fuck are you talking about?
no,
Grounded?
okay, I'm talking about like the first three, okay, the first three, and then it was
Okay.
like the
I'm
fourth
pretty
one where
sure the third one had a dildo bat.
Yeah, there's just like
For
hey,
just
I
saying.
sex
they
machines laying
this
around.
is
Yeah.
what I'm getting at. This is just hear me out. Follow the
Okay.
logic. Okay. So the first three games, uh they were they a over the top version of GTA? Yes. Yes, they were.
Absolutely.
But you didn't have superpowers and you didn't go to hell and then fight the
Mhm.
devil. And then I think it
That
was
was
like
four, right?
yeah. And then like
Okay.
Saints Row 5 or whatever, which I have for the Switch because John and I got that game because it was super cheap.
That was
And you're like,
four.
yeah, and you're fighting aliens.
Yeah, I played that one.
You're in a
Okay.
virtual reality machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
which is
like
fine.
I thought that was dumb as fuck.
that's
He was like,
that's
put me
the
back
thing
in.
where people are like, oh, this is too much now. Saints Row used to be a little bit more grounded than this. And I think the series has progressed and evolved into what it was supposed to be. It's always been over the top, campy, cheesy, and it's kind of like designed to be. It's so bad that it's good.
Okay.
And I think people they correlate it with GTA a lot because they are. Well, I mean, Saints Row is a GTA clone, but
No
it's.
way.
But I think people read way too much into it, and they want it to be a lot more like GTA versus it being a clone, but also its own thing.
Saints
So
Row
that
3 has a Hadouken. I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm just saying that. Like I think Saints Row, the series, is a good series,
Yeah.
and people need to shut the fuck up because it's
Yep.
not that bad.
Sure.
Just
That's
But
my hot take.
the new Saints Row,
doesn't
it's
work.
yeah, but no, but it's trying to be maybe back to its like the roots of Saints Row,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, but that just makes it more like Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the issue people are having with it because why play Saints Row when we have Grand Theft Auto 5 that's been released on 3 PlayStations? I'm just throwing it out. I'm just saying. Like
I
you've got the online mode where you can fuck around with everybody in it, like you can do whatever you want.
yeah, I can see that and I get it, but
hmm It's a lot of fun,
it
except when
is.
people are just killing you for no fucking reason.
But yeah, maybe like fucking the next iteration of Saints Row, they just go all in, just go fucking nuts with it.
Yeah,
Get
absolutely.
get dildo boomerangs that fucking shoot lasers
And fly
You would
back
as
at
you
want
you.
throw
those. You would want those.
it. Crazy with it.
My gaming hot take. You think I would have had one prepared, but listening to you two talk.
And you said Majora's Mask sucks. That's
I
a
was
hot
kidding.
take.
I was kidding.
That is a
Because I
scalding,
already said it earlier.
melt your flesh off fucking surface of the sun.
Technically, I said Majora's Mask is bad. I didn't say it sucked. So get it
Hmm.
right. X-Men Origins Wolverine was not a bad game.
That's not really a hot take. Everybody knows that.
I mean, it's a movie tie-in game, and there's a lot of it that is bad.
The Gambit levels.
Deadpool.
Yeah, well, that's not the game's fault. The movie did that.
I know,
Yeah,
but just saying. I guess you're right. It's not really a hot take, but I don't know. I don't know what else I would say.
Majora's Mask is bad.
Sure, let's go with that one
That's a pretty controversial one.
because it's fucking bad. I'm sorry. Like
Okay.
I can't get over the fucking time travel bullshit where I have a 3 day timer and I have to do all this shit, all it, and we're just remember it all. Like I have to okay, I have to go here, 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 and here to do this, this, and this, and then go back over here to do this, this, and this, and then I
All
have
while, all while counting to three. Holy shit.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't fucking remember all this shit.
It says what day you're on at the bottom.
I
Real
know.
big. Real big.
I know. I don't even have to count the to three. It's right there for me. But I can't do it. I played it. I got to Majora.
Well, the next topic, the enduring appeal of vintage game mechanics, I would like to point out the enduring appeal of the 3 day cycle in Majora's Mask. I thought it was really well implemented. Like, I thought it was great. They had that bank system because if you keep your money on you, it'll disappear. But you put it in the bank and it'll still be there when you go back in time, which makes no sense. But that's still pretty fucking cool. And, how different characters will be in set places during set times on certain days, and they each have their own branching storylines. Well, a lot of them do,
I
as
think
they come to terms with their inescapable death. I want to see more of things like that.
And no one will know what I'm doing. Matt?
Matt,
okay. I was going to say that roguelikes, the way the environment changes every time you die, nothing is
that's not
ever really.
vintage.
Okay. The Nemesis system from Shadow of War.
That's not
Fuck, that's not
vintage.
vintage.
What the fuck? Something
It's
retro. Vintage
oh,
means old.
it is kind
Like
of
the
old.
3 day cycle in Majora's Mask that I thought was really,
That's
really
on the
good.
N64. That's older than Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Okay. The day and night cycle in fucking Castlevania 2.
Why do you, what's the enduring appeal of that? I love how
Yeah,
the
what is
angry
it?
nerd describes it. It's like someone takes the game, they take the controller from you, pause it, make you wait 5 seconds, and then unpause it and hand it back to you.
It was one of the first games to do the day and night cycle.
Yeah, but did it do it well enough for it to be an enduring like
You know
feel
what?
thing?
Just
I'm
shut up.
asking.
No, yes, in my opinion, they did.
Okay.
I
That's
think
that's
if it didn't type onto the screen, if it just appeared, what a horrible night to have occurred. It's just bink, and then it goes
yeah.
black instead of did it 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 did it. Really though, enduring appeal of Vinci's game mechanics. One thing I think is endured. I don't want a controller that doesn't have a D-pad.
Yeah,
I can't. That's a deal breaker for me. You gotta have a D-pad.
I feel you.
Even if you don't ever use it for like on my PS5, I'm using it to navigate the menus.
Me too.
You gotta have a D-pad.
Yeah, it's just easy. It's just better. I mean, having the analog sticks is fine, but I could play games without it. I mean, I have to right now, but
You
yeah,
get to.
that's a better way to phrase that. Okay, so games now, online multiplayer and stuff, but I want couch co-op. Not in everything, just things where it would make sense. Like it doesn't make sense to have couch co-op for Lies of P because one is a single player. Well, it's like it's kind of it's a single player game, but Elden Ring has the whole like you can call people in. Dark Souls has it too, but just sitting on the couch with my buddy beating any game is to me superior because I don't want to have like pay for PlayStation Plus or whatever console, whatever system you're using to play with my friend when we both own the game or one of us does and we're hanging out over there and like why should I have to have my own console, my own system, my own PS Plus or whatever to play the game?
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Gaming's biggest myths. I've just been playing it a lot, so I'm gonna say it. Naked Tomb Raider code. It's not real.
Yeah.
They put an exploding Laura code in the second one because of that was their response to it, and it's kind of
Yeah.
similar to the level skip cheat. They get to like face exactly north, press a bunch of buttons, spin around 3 times, and do like a rolling flip through the air.
Yeah.
And if you do it wrong, you blow up.
That's funny. Biggest
Matt,
gaming myths, huh?
Why?
what's a gaming myth?
I don't know.
You
Shenlong
don't
from
know.
Street Fighter. Shenlong from Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, that was because of a translation error.
Oh, I know, but like, I mean, it was a myth. It was everywhere. People talking about how do you get to Shenlong or whatever. Like how do you beat him? You have to beat him to do this, this, and this. What the fuck?
A gaming myth.
Don't look shit up.
I'm
No, I'm
not.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's
I was
100% looking shit up. Look at him looking shit up.
I'm not looking shit up.
You're
You want to know
looking, doing
what?
it now.
You
What
know
are you?
what I was doing? I was putting in a time off request for next month
Why?
because my friend Jaron and his fiance are getting married on the 20th. So,
Cool.
and the way my manager does scheduling is he sets it up in a month advance. So, right before that, you only get a couple days before he does the schedule. So,
And right now, right this moment, while we're breaking it down,
yeah, I can multitask.
okay, then what are some of gaming's biggest myths that you know of?
Well, you already said the Tomb Raider one.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh-huh.
and well, similar to the Tomb Raider one, in Blood Rain, there's like the myth where you could see Rain's boobs. I think there's a lot of that with femme fatales.
You could
Uh,
allegedly see a lot of polygonal boobs.
yeah, that I think that's like the biggest one, or like how you could get like some sort of one hit, one kill type of legendary weapon in certain games, where it's like, oh, did you know if you do this way, this happens and shit like that.
Well, before we leave the thing, it's not really a myth, but it's just something you can do. Speaking of polygonal boobs, uh, in Resident Evil 4, when you're, scoring, when you get Ashley, you can look up with a gun and she'll cover herself.
Yeah, she's you pervert.
But there's a ladder in the game that's so tall she doesn't know you're looking,
uh,
so you can just see up her skirt.
Gross.
just
I
use
didn't say it
mods,
was
you
good.
perverts.
What? Why would I want to do that?
Well, that's pretty good. That's great. What's next on the list?
Wow.
The unexpected evolution of gaming tech.
I just want a controller. I love that you can plug headphones into controllers and have mics. Like
Yeah.
that's dope as fuck. I remember when they had the Bluetooth earpieces on PlayStation,
Ugh.
and mine would always get like a loud whistling sound. I'd have to turn the volume, like the mic pickup volume down all the time, constantly adjusting that. Yeah, other than that, I don't want it to get too advanced. I still want a controller. I don't like motion sensor shit. I like the buttons.
Well, you don't like the motion sensor shit because all you've known is a controller.
I have a Wii.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Wii exists.
How often do you play the Wii?
I actually have some pretty good games on the Wii.
Now, I didn't say what games you have. How often do you play it? It's a different
Um,
question.
it's been less.
Jeez,
It's been
fucking chill, dude.
less than a month since I played the Wii. But I mostly use different GameCube games. I gotta go buy new AAA batteries for the Wiimotes. I have like new Super Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong Country Returns are fucking awesome. But it does like you hold the Wii remote sideways and you gotta like shake it to I think it's to you do the spin jump in Mario and I think you can do the roll in Donkey Kong. But you like fucking do one of those.
Yeah, well, who's to say that motion controls don't get better? I mean, the Wii is a pretty early system,
And a
and
six axis?
I hated that shit too. When you
Yeah,
first
that shit's
pop in
fucking
Grand Theft
annoying.
Auto 4, all of it's automatically turned on. You'll get in a helicopter and you'll crash immediately because it's motion controlled. You have to
yeah,
turn it off.
Didn't they
that
make a
shit
God of War
is
clone? Heavenly Sword?
Yeah,
yeah,
try to utilize all the gimmicks. Uncharted was like that.
yeah. I hate that shit. The throwing a grenade,
Yeah.
but hey, this is 2025, so
There's like the remote play stuff. If it wasn't so expensive, like a PlayStation, what are they called? PlayStation Portals? It's basically a
Yeah,
uh-huh,
Nintendo Switch that's a PS5.
yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool. If they weren't so
Hmm.
expensive, I'd want to have one.
I mean, you can get a
Well,
Steam Deck,
Yeah.
but that doesn't play PlayStation games, I don't think,
Yeah.
unless they're also on PC.
but you get a Steam Deck, you just get a Steam account, and you're set.
Yep, you can play Armored Core 6.
It could. It'd be so cool.
It would be.
Yeah, I hope it just doesn't get too big for its britches. I like where the controllers are at now with the PS5. The
Yeah,
haptic feedback, I could take it or leave it. It's cool. It isn't.
yeah.
I don't dislike it at all.
I don't
But
use it.
I think with haptic feedback, it all depends. Like if you're like super immersed into the game, it's a positive thing, right?
Mm,
Because you're getting the feedback and all that stuff. But, however, if you're not really into it, and then your controller just starts vibrating,
that's
it's
not the
like
haptic feedback, is it?
no.
yes,
No, that's the control, this the triggers.
Yeah, the haptic feedback is in the triggers where like if
It's
you're
harder to shoot a
aiming
gun.
yeah, if you're shooting a pistol, your R2 will feel different than when you're shooting a shotgun.
Yeah,
It'll have more resistance when you pull the R2 button when your character's aiming like a shotgun or something like that. They're different. That's really all it is.
hmm.
yeah,
It's fine.
Wait, is the haptic feedback only on the five?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that explains it.
And it's I don't think you're losing out on any experience by not having it.
Okay.
No, you're
Like,
not.
like you don't understand.
You're not a gamer. You don't play it realistically. Fuck you. I just want to play the game. Like
Video
I don't.
games
I
Out
aren't
don't.
my ass.
Yeah.
video games aren't meant to be realistic. Like
You go get a gunshot wound to the chest and then heal. Like go ahead.
you just stand there and then you magically heal.
Yeah.
Or like in Far Cry, you just jab yourself in the arm, pop out the bullet, and
Yeah.
then you're fine. And it's always the
Yeah.
same spot too.
Yeah. Or you just wrap it and your arm isn't broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Unless someone has something else to add, we got one last one.
Yeah.
The psychology of grinding.
I've got one.
Oh,
I
okay.
like to grind like when I used to take the bus, I'd play Final Fantasy VII, but I would get to 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, 5 days a week, just walking in circles, doing random battles, drinking my coffee.
Hmm.
Added up a lot. I got really, really strong and started just walking through the game. And honestly, I didn't even finish. I never finished that run. I thought it got boring. You dedicate time to becoming overpowered.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be weak either.
Sure, but still, you don't want to be so overpowered. Everything's easy. I mean, I do, but you don't.
Safety was boring. I desired safety, but once I got it, I didn't want it anymore. Matt.
It all depends. I like
Well, what I was going to say about this, I called. I'm just kidding.
yeah, like I was saying, it all depends. Like if I know I have to sit there and grind, I'll do it, but then like once I turn off the game, I'll and I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm grinding. I don't feel like doing that now because I want to like play something where I'm progressing or whatever. But eventually I'll get back to it and then put and like go through the grind and stuff. I prefer like a gradual type of grinding situation where you're moving through the game and like through the world and stuff, and then it's like those encounters instead of like where you get enough XP where you can steadily level up versus like you know like a Souls game where sometimes you have to sit there for like a good while to get enough souls or whatever, so that way you can put enough points into your character.
Wait, say that last part again, please.
I said in like Souls games, there's times where like you have to sit there and it's going to be a while. Now I'm talking about maybe a couple days where you
Mhm.
sit there, kill a bunch of enemies because once you get to a certain point, it's no longer like 1 or 2 thousand souls that you need to upgrade like a couple of points. No, you need like 20,000 just for 1 point.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there's like secret things and like items you can get to help with that, but you're either way, you're still grinding, fighting
Hmm.
enemies, going back to the last bonfire, resetting, killing the enemies. And once I get to that point, I'll sit there and I'll look at it like I feel like playing Bloodborne right now. And I remember, I'm
Yeah,
grinding at this
yeah.
certain part. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go play something else because I can at least progress. But that's why I think like gradual grinding is better. Like in Pokemon, you go through, you walk through the tall grass,
You and
you
I play
fight,
Pokemon very differently. Go
you
ahead.
you can level up steadily, and then once you get to the next gym, you're at a decent level where you can fight the enemies and then potentially beat the boss.
When
And
I'm
it
playing
just
Pokemon, I grind it very differently. I use my starter the entire time. I don't give a fuck. I'm picking the grass starter because everybody hates on him, but I'm picking the grass starter.
Bulbasaur is cool.
It makes the first two gyms the easiest.
Yeah, but when you get to the fire gym, though,
I'm fine. By the time I get to the fire gym, I have an Ivysaur, and I'll win. I promise.
you but it's fire.
I know.
Yeah,
Trust me,
but
it's
you
fine.
just use Solar
I
Beam.
don't trust
Like,
you.
Yeah, I don't care if you trust me or not.
I'm not trusting that.
But my point is, I will get my starter to like level 60, and everything else is level 25 or 30.
I'm
Like
I'm
I will only use it, and that's after I get XP all, which
I'm
wasn't a thing
picturing
in the original games.
I'm picturing
So
that
what the fuck?
a building's on fire and Kyle grabs a pile of leaves and he's like, "Trust me." I'm pretty sure
Uh,
EXP all was in the first one.
yeah, but I mean, you had to go get it. It wasn't just your entire party gets experience now, no matter
Oh
what.
yeah, yeah. It's not a
Um,
default thing.
for me, so in like MMORPGs. I don't play them usually. There's I have played some, but I don't play them for long if I do because it is all I will do. I will. This is the only thing I will sit and play World of Warcraft all day, all night. I don't care. It is what I will do. So I will choose not to play those games. But in Soulsborns, in Fallout, and Skyrim, a lot of the time you don't even really think of it as grinding. At least not. I don't mean in Soulsborne. So then it makes sense that that's what you're doing. But like Skyrim and Oblivion and stuff like that, like you don't think of it as grinding because you're just doing quests and oh yeah, that's a cool cave. Let's go in there. It's not you're not sitting there grinding to try to beat the boss because I mean everything it kind of levels with you. I mean you can
Uh,
set the difficulty in Skyrim and Oblivion and stuff. You can make it very easy and everything dies in 3 hits. But fucking Eduardo played on very hard and fucking hunt level 100 smithing and made himself unkillable and fucking one shots everything. Like it's crazy, It's like I don't do that. I don't care about that. I don't have the patience to sit there and grind smithing to a level 100 just making iron daggers. Like I can't. So I don't do that. Grinding is not very fun in my opinion. I don't want things to just be easy all the time. I'm playing Nemesis on hard. I'm playing Resident Evil 2 on normal because that's the hard setting, at least until you beat it or something. I don't know what the difficulty level, if it gives you a hard mode or whatever, but I don't, I'm not a fan of grinding, or at least not all the time. That's the
Yeah,
whole point. That's the whole point of the game. I lose interest.
I think it's a solid ingredient in a
Yeah,
really good game,
yeah.
but salt is also a good ingredient. And if you dump too much salt on something, it sucks.
yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
very true.
yeah,
Use too much garlic, it comes out spicy.
yeah.
Matt, go. Take us away.
Already,
He already did. It's your turn.
yeah, dumb
I already
fuck.
did. I talked about the psychology of
Well,
grinding.
then we're good.
Fucking 20 minutes ago before you guys started talking about Lies of P. You probably
Maybe
don't
you should
remember because it was
fucking
9
play
fucking
it.
years ago.
Maybe you should fucking play it.
It's too
Yeah,
expensive.
it's
It's free.
free.
It's way more than I want to spend on it.
It's free right now.
It's way, way more. It's at least double or triple how much I want to
I'll
spend
give
on
you
it.
$5 right now.
No,
It is 100%
I'll
free,
fucking Venmo
and
you $5 to play Lies of
I don't
P.
have Venmo.
I don't give a
then
You don't give a fuck, so you're just gonna
then
Venmo somebody $5?
fuck. No. But I mean, I don't care if you have it or not. I fucking get it. I'll Venmo you $5. You take the $5, fucking out of it, put it into your account, delete Venmo, and then you have money to play Lies of P.
yeah,
No.
but it's free.
That feels like setting up a Venmo just to have you send me $5 and then transferring the money and then deleting the Venmo sounds like more than $5 worth of work.
It is.
And I ain't even played the game yet. I
The game is hard. You play it on little bitch baby mode.
like little bitch baby mode. But anyway, that's been a shitload of things on a list.
If it's an incoherent mess, I'm sorry for my part of it.
It probably will be, but that'll be all right.
That's John's job.
I don't reorder things, I just make them shorter.
I know.
But anyway, it's been real. Be excellent to each other, unless Matt has some stupid bullshit he wants to throw in at the end, like he usually does.
Nope, no, just okay,
No,
just
I
one
was
thing.
I
half
got a fun
joking.
fact.
But
I got a fun fact for you.
What's that?
You guys know that in Scream, the school district.
That's
That's called Full Circle.
good.
Thanks.
Anyway, that'll be it for us. I think we're going back to weekly, so we'll see you when we see you.
which would be next week.
When we see you.
Eh, video shit. That's just going to be put up at our leisure.
Yep.
Yep.
Our YouTube is going to be super inconsistent, but that's fine. At
Like
least we
40
got
something
one.
videos. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Later.
Bye.